Okay. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo-doodle-doo. Alrighty. Let's go get some coffee. Be right back. Okay. I really like that you can pick to choose, like, to fight the enemies are not, there's nothing more annoying than RNG battles in RPG games. Okay. This looks like it's gonna fade to the downside here, but just chilling. Yo, what's up? What would you do if you had an acquaintance that had a tendency to just fly off the handle for nothing and then yell at you like a maniac? But he's like a dude who gets butthurt over slight things. Would it be like what if hypothetically you had something incriminating? Would you, and you could get him arrested, would you do that? That's true. That is true. Yeah, I saw the movie Departed. It wasn't a happy ending for any of them, either side, for Leonardo DiCaprio or Matt Damon. Because the noise will freak her out. Strangely, I had construction this morning too outside. My cat was freaking out. Did you have a good weekend, or? Not bad. Today was annoying though, because I drove to that dude's house, and after being there 10 minutes, he was like, he's like bipolar, and he knows he's bipolar and manic, and he just like takes out his weekly frustration on whoever he happens to be around. So annoying. I just took my stuff and left. Yeah, I figured as much. Plastic and aluminum. I miss good stories, man. I wish there was no more millennial writing. I wish it was illegal to have millennials write the story. Oh my god. Are they gonna make the ragtag like team again? Like white boys don't understand. Like Lethal Weapon 4. Huh? Yeah. They'll have him in a wheelchair as a cameo and he'll be like, I'm too old for this shit. Yeah, that was, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like, literally I get zero benefit from going over there anyway. I was like, what was the point of this exactly? What? Wait, how? Is it, it was not of legal age or something? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Well, it's as Asmongold said, there's two types of people that cause all the problems, you know. It's the Karenocracy. How did they determine that with a thing that's not real? I mean, there's certain aspects where it would be, you know, obvious, let's say. There was that Barkley episode with where he did that with Troy. Remember that? he Are, I never even knew, I mean, I knew they had it, but I don't even know where that stuff can be gotten, like in terms of, you know, prompting out things that are not real. That was in Black Mirror too, with that Callister, you know, USS Callister or whatever. That's crazy. Yeah, if there's like a domestic dispute, they like default to arresting the guy for whatever reason. I remember that. Yeah, I don't get that. Like, there's definitely like at least in the West, there's that kind of like in Japan, for example, there's like if you get divorced, the woman automatically gets all the custody and you don't get a say in the matter at all. It's kind of slanted in one way. So it's basically just like too bad. Granted, I'm doing something else in the background, so I hear like a waterfall from the game that I'm playing. You said you had hail again before they finished? So they're like redoing the work that they did previously? Japan, one thing I noticed in Japan too is like they construct and put up buildings. Like you go by like a day or two later and suddenly the building's up and it's all like complete. Wait, what? That wasn't there yesterday. Yeah, so they're like pretty good about what's it called, like you know, they don't take their time, they just put it up because it's like Japanese people building it, I guess. You don't have that cheaper labor to be politically correct. All right, see you soon. No. How do you get past that? Wait, what? I guess you gotta run with the flow of the waterfall or something. Yeah. Should I go through that door before I make the ascent? I think so. That's the one that I hack of lies. Okay. Battle for the wick on the hourly. Damn. That was over quick. Uh-oh. Does that make your, you sweat to even see the update now thing? Every time I see that for OBS, I get that way. I'm like, not another one. Because I know it's just going to introduce all these problems. It's like... Boop, boop. They do that. Do they allow you to choose to skip that version, or do they make it impossible? Looks like we're about to sweep up a little bit to the upside. Okay. Hypnotherapist. Yeah, it's possible to self-hypnotize, that's for sure. The whole NLP thing is definitely worthwhile for study. Everything's in your imagination. Technically, everything is in your imagination, and it's how you process the world indirectly. From the people he hypnotized, you mean? And they just like gave him everything. Here, take this. That's why I like Darren Brown. He's like, he was good at that mentalism. Nice. Hold up. Deep sleep. Not me personally, but this must have been from some time ago, because it doesn't look like how things are in the UK now. Basically, I'm just trying to not mention the reality of that. That's crazy. Humans are definitely like, we do have the whole like conscious, subconscious, and unconscious, and then we have this like super conscious, you know, aspect to our awareness that you can kind of yeah, the depth psychology. I'm a big proponent of that. Oh, that's cool. He probably went to go get some coffee or something. Yo, what's up, woke? There was this guy in this like electronic band that I was in who was like, he was pretty attractive in terms of like, you know, getting females to be interested in him, but like he had a like, not a harem, but he had like a bunch of girls that gravitated around him that he just told them what to do and they did it, and he was like doing them all at the same time kind of thing. And me and my friend always joked and said he dickmatized them. Yeah, he just basically like did it with his, you know, because it's like, how are they like, they're in each other's presence and they don't care about the other one. It's like he would manage to like have but they didn't seem to mind the other girls in the orbit. They would just be like, they would just allow each other to exist in tandem. I'll show you a picture of that guy. I mean, he wasn't like... Here, let's see. Is he in the picture? No, he's not. Never mind, I don't have it. I thought I did. Yeah, it's all about your character and how nonchalant you can be. Nonchalance. It's Elvis. Well, back then they were starstruck, so they were happy to be that side piece or whatever. Because he was literally like the first heartthrob, quote unquote, wasn't he? Was that before the Beatles? That would be interesting to say the least. Oh my goodness. We got 10 minutes. I'll find a save point and end this hopefully by then. Oh, did I tell you my wife got a Switch too? She managed to finally get a hold of one. I told her, I'm like, yo, that's what I want. I love those type of games. Did I? Or who are you talking to? Oh. Yeah, I'm not against the idea of strategy guides. I mean, I used to work at GameStop back in the day. It was called Software Etc. before it got bought out. GameStop made it suck. And then we'd always be like, you get 20% off the guide if you buy it with the game. Yep. Yeah, it makes it, you know, like a lot of the completionist stuff. Like, I'm playing through Chrono Cross right now, and it's like, if you don't know to refuse the main character of the story in the beginning, then you don't get your friend as a character. Like, you have to refuse the main character, and she's like, okay, whatever, and you get her anyway. But then if you don't have her in your party, then your friend will join. But if you have her in your party, she'll get jealous and never join you, and you can't get her on that playthrough. I remember my friend was so annoyed because he didn't get the strategy guide, and he was like, that's bullshit, because he's like, who would choose not to accept a character? And it's like, it was the trick. Like, you have to, only if you read the strategy guide would you know you have to refuse the main character, and you get them anyway. But then, yeah, it's so lame. And then you have to refuse to help her later, and then you get the strongest character in the game by refusing to help her. It's like so counterintuitive, unless you have the strategy guide. It was like purposely designed that way, it seems. I forgot that they tied it into Chrono Trigger this way. Makes more sense when you come off playing Chrono Trigger. Bruh. 3 minutes. Save point. Traverse that thing again. Where is it? Oh, that switch was almost hidden. Black hole, okay. Glad I tried to get that. Yo, yo, yo. How's it going? We got 30 seconds until showtime. Trying to find this save point so I can start. All right. I can't really hear TO, can you? Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Much better. Okay. And the survey says oh wow, this is a nice. Holy moly. Your volume is low again, but I took the short as well. I heard that much. I took that from the fade of the buyers. It hit 461. My stops at break even. I already took one off. These guys at 850. If it pops up, I'm out on the runner. It's no biggie. It's a win. Let's see if it gets funky. The funky monkey. It's even softer now. I don't know why. If it goes and touches that imbalance, that'd be nice, but it's probably going to pop up with the FU. Either way, we are not touching anything. Break even in place. Ooh. It just hit one of those volume imbalances. Kind of reacted off it. I don't like that reaction for a short. Nice. I went to like a Hawaiian cafe earlier this evening. Got some Kona coffee. It was nice. Yeah. 100 ticks on the runner. Let's keep going, please. I might just close it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just seeing like I would like it to rip through. Trailing stop now. The ATM doing its thing. I can hear you a little bit better. Nice. Yeah, I'm in with the runner 1 mini, but... Oh, shit. If it, I just closed it. Like, I see a lot of sellers entering here and it's not doing anything. I might regret it, but whatever. Yeah, that was nice. That was a low-hanging fruit, if I ever saw one. Do I have, like, a save point? Or is it not letting me save this? Alright, whatever. Let's just fight him. See what happens. Either we die or we live. Return our trees. Get back our green forests. My only regret was closing it, but oh well. If you yeah. Get him! He flung it at him like a monkey. And he yelled out a move like it's Street Fighter or something. He's like, "Snot Rocket!" Well, that was like a 30-point rejection of the highs, so that was also like, you know, a potential, what do you call it? Donuts. Donuts are actually a nice carb before a heavy workout. Nice. Oh, wow. You hit about 600 in buy side there with that push up. All those late shoulders kind of punished. Now can it sustain that? It's a 100 lot at 791 and a 200 lot at 778 as inflection points. To steal some. Now we can save, I see. Saved it so we can stop. All right. All right. Don't touch the bebop and don't break low. Let's see. Where's that? Yeah, if it fades the buy lot at 791 and their partner in crime at 777, then you might have buyer exhaustion. And that could have just been like a FU candle for the late shorters. You have a 400 lot down at 770-ish on NQ that looks like a resting order. Yum. We just swept the 100 lot seller, and it doesn't show signs of abating, so you could be sweeping some more. And I'm in it. Stop at break even. We just hit the 400 lot resting order at 770. That should be a good sign for the sellers being in control. I'm trailing this. I only took it on 3 micros on a top step and locked in. Boom, locked out. Winner on that. Boom, boom, boom. Nice, woke. Did you see that buyer exhaustion? Those guys. They just swept 898. Nice. Nice. Hell yeah, man. All you need is a little momentum in your favor, man. That's all you need. We also hit this settlement line. That's kind of at 732. Previous day VWAP as well. Holy moly. Confluence on confluence. That's about as that you can't ask for better than that, man. It was like all the lines, all of your volume imbalances played out, everything. Yeah, it was just wow. I hope everyone is green because that's about as like low hanging fruit as it gets. We had the nukes on our indicator as well, the 7 time frames that overbought. So I was like looking for those shorts. Those shorts, them. Previous days, shorts. We were just shy of the previous week high too. It was like they front ran it by 8 points. Doom, doom, doom. We're back at the weekly open. Wow, that was good enough to close out Ninja Trader there. Mm-mm-mm. Show me on the charts where it touched you. They said to DCA. They said DCA wouldn't hurt. Boom, boom, boom. It just sounds like somebody tapping on their table, like they're doing like, like they're bored or something. Tapping their knuckles or whatever. Ooh. Well, that was one and done on the stream, so I'm going to end the stream here. That was pretty clean read, so we're basically done trading. We locked out both accounts, so catch you all tomorrow. Trade safe, stay frugal, stay positive, stay blessed, and we'll